check. There we go.
Check.
Yeah. Okay, had a couple of technical difficulties, but we are good now. And the opening bucket was scored by Molly Pierce. And the Athenians got the ball back on a Charger turnover, but the Athenians call for traveling now. We're settling into things. That'll be Olivia Hedrick being called for the foul against freshman Maddie Holt out there for the Chargers. Macy Norman, Maddie Holt, Blair Nichols, Kaylin Carpenter, and Piper Ramey. Piper Ramey being guarded out on the perimeter by Olivia Hedrick. Blair Nichols will fire up a three. Hits the front iron, possession controlled by Olivia Hedrick. Pierce running the point. 2-0 Athenians here in the opening stages. Maddie Hedrick up top, dumps it down inside. Olivia Hedrick gets it to go. It's 4-0 Athenians. Beautiful entry pass there by Molly Pierce, and the Athenians have a 4-point lead. Nichols fires another three, no good. Rebound controlled by Addie Hodges. Pierce gets a screen from Hedrick, being guarded tightly there by Maddie Holt. Witsy Huesca dumps it off Hodges. An illegal screen looks to be called against Huesca.
That's been one of our downfalls last probably 2-3 games. We have committed multiple turnovers there right there with illegal screens. Our girls have got to come set and stop blowing their shoulders.
Yeah, didn't really set her feet, set her shoulders, just kind of tried to get it out of the way, but nonetheless. So Athenian turnover, dumps it down inside. Macy Norman triple teamed, and Piper Ramey gets it to go and one. And that's the big question coming in to the game. Piper Ramey almost averaging a double-double. Foul is against Addie Hodges, her first. Already the Athenians' third foul. Chargers only need two fouls, and will be shooting bonus the rest of the quarter. Piper Ramey's shot hits front iron and rolls in. She completes the and one. Chargers get on the board. It's 4-3. Here come Crawfordsville. Hodges dribbles it, finds Maddie Hedrick, looks to drive in. She's going to be fouled. Believe they're going to get Ramey. Oh no, excuse me. They're going to get Carpenter, Kaylin Carpenter. So Maddie Hedrick goes to the line to shoot two. First one no good. It's a full night of county basketball here between the Chargers and the Athenians. We'll have the boys game after 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Hedrick sinks the second. It's 5-3 Athenians. Athenians putting a little bit of full court pressure. Carpenter barely gets it to Blair Nichols. Almost a Charger turnover. Blair Nichols stops, fired, hurts. Shot was blocked. Rebound controlled by Hodges, and now here's Molly Pierce. Pierce being tightly guarded, gives it away to Hodges. Chargers playing tight man-to-man defense. Molly Pierce stands on the Athenian logo, being guarded now by Elle McManamy. Hodges dumps it down inside. Huesca tries to get a shot over Ramey, no good. Rebound controlled by Macy Norman. Almost threw it away, good save by McManamy. Carpenter going to be fouled by Maddie Hedrick. That's going to be Crawfordsville's fourth foul. And Chad, we haven't even played 3 minutes.
No, our girls were, instead of going straight up, we need our girls just to go straight up and stop smacking out the ball. Verticality.
Freshman Kaylin Carpenter. First free throw misses. Carpenter, in the games I've seen from North Montgomery, she's gotten a ton of playing time because for rebounding and for her defense. They really like what they have in Carpenter, and she misses both, so Athenians catch a break. Crawfordsville leads North Montgomery 5-3. And and they're going to get Ella McManamy for a foul. That'd be McManamy's first, team Chargers' second. Hodges gets a nice screen from Maddie Hedrick. Gets it top of the key now. Dumped it inside, pass deflected, and eventually grabbed by Macy Norman. Chargers with a fast break. Norman loses it, ball on the floor, and we're going to have an extremely late jump ball call. Crawfordsville looked to have possession of it and go the other way. Officials, it's ultimately, I think, the right call, but it's just extremely late. Now, Kaylin Carpenter off to Ramey. Nichols will attempt a long-range three, no good. Rebound controlled by Carpenter. Goes up, and she is fouled. 5 Crawfordsville fouls already in 3.5 minutes. That'll go against Maddie Hedrick. That's her second. Carpenter goes back to the line to shoot 2. And she makes the first.
Right now, our girls need to be doing the same thing. Our girls have to be driving to the lane, trying to get them in foul trouble too, instead of sending us for these shots out here.
Carpenter can even it up at 5 with this free throw. And she does. We're tied at 5. 4:37 left in the opening quarter. In this county girl-boy doubleheader between the Chargers and the Athenians. Julie Torres checks into the game. Molly Pierce, Coach Ferguson calling out a play. Pierce looks to dump it down inside. Olivia Hedrick just has it taken away, and Kaylin Carpenter takes it all the way and scores. It's 7-5 Chargers. 4 minutes left. Turnovers and fouls have been struggled for Crawfordsville so far. Molly Pierce thought about a corner three. Put on the floor to Julie Torres, and she'll get fouled. And she'll go to the line.
Georgia foul number 2, McNulty, her second.
That'll be on McManamy, her second. Chargers third. And let's see, Julie Torres can, are they going to say since she dropped the ball, that's a foul? They counted that as a shot?
Well, on that situation right there, what she should have done was just let the ball roll past, and then the officials would have grabbed it, but she stepped over the line.
Oh, stepped over the line.
Yes.
Okay. So, in the end, Torres only gets one shot. Does make it. Cuts the Charger lead to 7-6. Once again, full court pressure being applied by the Athenians. And Chargers get it over across the 10-second line. Carpenter catches it in transition. Almost banked in a three, but no good. Rebound controlled by Molly Pierce. Pierce finds Hodges open for three. She shoots it. Misses everything. And rebound now controlled by Ramey. Fires up to Maddie Holt. Macy Norman catches and shoots a three. No good. Fight for the rebound. They're going to say last touch by North Montgomery. Be Crawfordsville ball. Lots of chase points on the line, county bragging rights on the line. As we look to have two good basketball games here at Crawfordsville this evening. It's 7-6 Chargers, 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Julie Torres. Julie, I'm going to have to get used to it. Coach Ferguson told me how to pronounce it, and I still can't get it.
Yeah, Julie Torres.
She has a Y to begin her name, but it is pronounced Julie. Maddie Holt fires down in the corner to Norman. Holt gets it back. She fires a three, no good. Rebound controlled by Pierce. And pass almost taken away, and they're going to say it is last touched by Crawfordsville. And we are going to have a timeout, a 30-second timeout called by Coach Ryan Nupnaw. Chargers hold a 7-6 lead over the Athenians. Chad, what we expected a close game so far, but we've seen those fouls pile up pretty quick for Crawfordsville.
Right now the difference, fouls, turnovers.
Yep.
We're trying to work the ball inside, but we need to work on the bounce pass. We're trying to lob it in with Piper being taller and can match up with our girl. She just reaching over the top, knocking it away. So we need to bounce pass.
And again, Crawfordsville, like you mentioned, Chad, record of 0-12, people might see that as, oh, well, I mean, this is just an easy game for North. But you and I have seen plenty of Crawfordsville girls basketball this season. And it showed here, at least in the first quarter. This is a team that's going to play hard for 32 minutes. No,
they're going to play real hard.
I mean, they played hard, and they just haven't been able to get that win in the win column. Coach Ferguson would love nothing better to get it here. Their first win of the year against their county rival. Carpenter doubled in the corner. Down inside now Macy Norman. She'll just throw one up, and she's going to get fouled. Let's see who they call the foul on. That'll be on, let's see, Huesca. Her second. So Athenians already have two girls in foul trouble. Huesca and Maddie Hedrick both already with 2 fouls. Macy Norman misses the first. Second shot by Norman. None but net. Extends the Charger lead to 8-6. Just over 2 minutes left in the opening quarter in this county rivalry between the North Montgomery Chargers and the Crawfordsville Athenians. Molly Pierce, corner catch, shoot three, it's good! Molly Pierce gives Crawfordsville a 9-8 lead. Chargers now with ball. Carpenter over to Norman. Nichols catch and shoot. She looks to answer, and Blair Nichols answers. So 11-9 Chargers. They regain the lead. Both teams exchanging threes. Pierce over to Torres. She gets it. Down inside, bounce pass. No good, but controlled once again by Pierce. They'll look to reset. Torres being guarded by Holt. Over to Hodges. Torres gets it back in the left corner. Athenians being patient. Good defense, though, by the Chargers. Just about a minute left here in the opening quarter. Good man-to-man defense being applied by the Chargers. As Pierce looks to drive, she's cut off. And Crawfordsville will look to get something going again. Might hold for the last shot. We'll see. Torres stepped out. From up here, it looked like she stepped out, but got away with one. But they're going to call a jump ball, I believe. Possession will. Jump ball was the call, so possession does stay with the Athenians. They do have the error. And almost taken away on the inbound pass. Molly Pierce catch corner three again. No good. Rebound controlled by Holt. 30 seconds left. Let's see if the Chargers hold for one shot. Instead, they turn it over. Molly Pierce. Bounce pass. Torres lays it in. Evens things at 11. 12 seconds. Chargers going to get the final shot of the quarter. Down to 7, 6, 5. Carpenter. Macy Norman fires up a shot, and at the horn, no good. After one quarter of play, between these two county rivals, we are all squared, just like we did to start the game. Couple of big threes there by Molly Pierce, and then Chad, a nice play down there by Yuli Torres down the court.
Oh, yeah. See right there, shot fake. I think she was trying to get the shot fake to get Piper in the air, try to get the foul on Piper, but no. Nonetheless, made that, tied it up, 11-11. What I would like to see come out in this quarter is we're leaving their girls out wide open at the top of the key. I think we should maybe put some more pressure up there on them, and that way make them work on the inside, because I tell you what, our girls, we have some quick hands on this team.
Yeah, I mean, Crawfordsville on the season, right around 22, 23 points per game.
Yes.
They're already we're already halfway there in the first quarter. You've got to like what, and that's what Coach Ferguson's telling his girls. He's got to love what he's seen offensively so far.
Oh, yeah. Probably in the huddle right there, he's probably saying, hey, girls, I know it's 11-11, but hey, if we would have cut down on some of those turnovers right there, we could have a 5 to 7 point lead right now. So,
yep, in a close game like this, you're going to want to handle the pressure, handle the ball, because turnovers and free throws, and you throw records, you throw everything out the door in a county rivalry like this. Chargers do begin the second quarter with possession. Creston Bradford fires a three, no good. Addie Hodges pulls it down. Here comes the Athenians. Torres inside. Caroline Melovich gets to start the second quarter. Huesca, are we going to get a 3-second call? Ooh, no. Timeout by Coach Ferguson. As Crawfordsville just a little out of sync there, but Chad, we also know no Celeste Moore. She went down against Park Heritage. Wish her nothing but the best. Hope everything's okay there. But we're going to you were down there trying to get some girls who are going to get some action tonight. Caroline Melovich is seeing her first action, and though we might see some other junior varsity girls get some playing time, and it's just when one person goes down, another girl has to step right in.
Oh, yeah. Next person up. So what's good is all these girls practice together. They don't have a JV practice, varsity practice. They all practice together, so they all know each other's good points, bad points, and that all I think that's always helped when they can practice together, and that may come into effect tonight.
Certainly will. As the five for the Athenians: Pierce, Huesca, Hodges, Melovich, and Torres. The five for the Chargers: Holt, Norman, Bradford, Ramey, and Carpenter. So after the Crawfordsville timeout, see what Coach Ferguson draws up. Pierce. Got to give it to somebody. Gives it to Melovich. Hodges gives it to Torres in the corner. Back up to Pierce. Crawfordsville not forcing anything, being patient. Being tightly guarded and a little too close by Maddie Holt. Just kind of wrapped their arms around Pierce.
That's got to drive Coach Nutnall right there nuts.
And you could see the reaction from him and from Coach Voorhees down there. They were both. It's one thing to play aggressive defense. It got a little too aggressive there by Holt. That's Holt's. And we're going to get a carry by Pierce. And going to get Olivia Hedrick to check back into the game for the Athenians. And Chad, something else Piper Ramey gets a lot of the attention, and rightfully so. Gotta love the job that the Athenians have done on Ramey so far too. I don't think she's scored, has she?
Yeah, she's got 1 2-point foul.
Piper has 2.
Yeah.
So she only has 2 of North's 11. Holt will catch, fire a 3, miss, and rebound controlled by Hodges. Yeah, Piper Ramey with just 2 points, averaging double figures, averaging near double-double. I thought they were about to call Hedrick for another legal screen, but nope, they're going to get Norman for running through the screen. That's Norman's first. Chargers with 2 quick fouls here in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter. Still tied at 11, and the Athenians turn it over off the inbound. Piper Ramey running the fast break. And Julie Torres steps in front of Ramey and takes the charge. It'll be a North Montgomery turnover and a foul going against Piper Ramey. So, Chad, like we talked about with Crawford in the first quarter, fouls starting to pile up. In the first 2 minutes, North Montgomery already has 3.
Oh, yeah, if I'm Crawford, I'm working that ball inside, get them in foul trouble, maybe we can get some baskets at the free throw line tonight.
Yep. And we're going to have another illegal screen. I think they're going to get Torres. Oh, excuse me. They're going to get Melovic, not Julie Torres. So a turnover, and Crawfordsville picks up their first. Ramey up top. Gives it Nichols. She's deadly. She can catch and shoot. But rebound, she misses, and rebound controlled by Hodges. Molly Pierce calling out the play on the Athenian logo. Melovic dishes to Torres. Torres drives in, throws it up, and maybe thought she might get fouled. Rebound controlled by Ramey, though. Nichols thought about a 3, dumps it inside to Norman, and Norman gets the first points of the second quarter. And with that, we are going to have another North Montgomery timeout. Coach Nupnaw takes another 30-second timeout, and it's been a game of just, at least this quarter, Chad, first point scored right there. Teams usually use that first quarter as a feeling out process. Now it feels like both teams are really starting to settle in a little bit, especially defensively.
Oh, yeah. They're going to settle in. You saw right there Piper Ramey bringing the ball down. I mean, that may be where they're doing a great job with her tonight.
Yep, anytime. Athenians are doing a great job of collapsing, but also getting back out to the Charger 3-point shooters, because Chargers, one thing I've noticed about North is they are not afraid to shoot the 3. I mean, whether it goes in or not, they at least have the confidence. I think it was in a game against Covington, it might have been earlier this year, Chargers hit 6 threes in a win, and they lead Crawfordsville 13-11. Not the prettiest of shot, but it almost went in, but nonetheless, it failed to roll in, and the Chargers will regain possession. Macy Norman corner catching 3. It's good. Chargers have scored the first 5 here in the third quarter and lead 16-11. Huesca just loses it, but they're going to say last touched by the Chargers.
You'd like to see her keep that ball up high instead of bringing it down to the ground. That's where all the little ones can come and get it. You keep that ball high.
It's really a point of emphasis, especially if you're going to be down in the post. Especially catch that ball up high. Torres basically had her shot blocked by Ramey. Don't know if I'll leave that to you, Chad, who's keeping stats, if you're going to count that as a turnover or just a shot and a miss. But
I counted a shot that looked like it was like...
Yeah, she did look like she was going up for the shot. Chargers get it inbound to Nichols. Dumps it down inside. Piper Ramey's got 4 Athenians around her and will end up getting fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. See who they get on the foul. That's Huesca's. So let's see, Huesca already with 3 fouls. he swishes through the first free throw. Make it 17-11. Chargers on a 6-0 run this quarter. Ramey swishes the second. Make it 7-0 Chargers in the quarter. We're halfway done. We've played 4 minutes here in the second. Pierce gives it up top, Melovich. Hodges being guarded by Norman. Fires over Pierce. Pierce looks for a driving lane cut off. And gets the ball back. Good man-to-man defense being applied by North. Addy Hodges gets a three. Almost falls. Melovich gets the old board, but we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Athenians. Good hustle play there by Caroline Melovich to keep the ball alive. And off the inbound, Torres up Melovich. Hodges now. Back up top, Melovich being guarded by Ramey. Molly Pierce in the corner, looks to drive. They're going to call a jump ball. It's going to be a Crawfordsville, it's a Crawfordsville turnover nonetheless. You're either going to get a travel against Pierce, who didn't put it up, or you're going to get a jump ball, which possession arrow favored the Chargers. And so Coach Ferguson wants a full timeout. 3:20 left. North Montgomery 18, Crawfordsville 11. Chad, we've seen this a lot this year. Crawfordsville will play well with stretches, but just has struggled to put a full 32 minutes together. Chargers on a 7-0 run this quarter, and that's why we have an 18-11 advantage.
Yeah, Crawford was kind of gone away from what they did in that first quarter, kind of working the ball down and all that, so we just need to go reset, go back to what they were doing the first quarter, and get back in this ball game.
Well, and also something to mention too, I think in the first right at 2 minutes, North had 3 fouls.
Yes.
Or 2 or 3, I can't remember exactly, but they've done a great job of not fouling since. And Crawfordsville has 2, we got 3:20 left to play. Crawfordsville just looking for some answers offensively. Whether that be, it's hard to take it inside against the Chargers, who's got Ramey. They've got Norman down there who can play well too. And Crawfordsville, it's not a knock against them. It's just they don't have size.
No, they don't have size.
So it's hard to take it down in the paint.
But like I said, we've got to go back to the old school basketball, like I call it, shot fakes.
Yep. And we're going to get a Charger turnover. Blair Nichols tried to dump it down inside. And Coach Nupnall's, I believe that's Coach Nupnall's son, was playing with a bouncy ball. It fell on the court. He just wanted to shoot. He just wanted a shot.
Oh, yeah. It's a kid's game, Mike.
Exactly. Hedrick drives all the way in and can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Ramey. Chargers. And Nichols might have gotten away with the travel. Pass deflected, controlled, and last touched by the Athenians. Possession will stay with North Montgomery. 18-11 once again, Chargers. We're down to 2.5 left here in the second quarter. Ramey drives in. Preston Bradford, corner 3. Misses everything. Rebound controlled by Olivia Hedrick. And also a big thank you to Jeff Nelson, who's at Western Boone tonight, between the Stars and the Mounties. As Maddie Hedrick can't get that shot to fall. Late second quarter, 21-16 Webo over the Southmont Mounties. We'll have scores from that game and from the South Boys, as it is a Sagamore Conference doubleheader for the Mounties and the Stars tonight as well. But here it's 18-11 Chargers. Maddie Hedrick once again going to drive and have her shot blocked. Ramey tried to bounce pass and turns it over. Torres now.
I really like what I understand what Maddie's doing right there, but when she goes up for that layup, you need to dish that back out, reset.
Pierce double team, give it back out to Torres. Over Hedrick. Maddie Hedrick tries to dump it down into her younger sister Olivia and ends up throwing it away. Down to a minute. And the Athenians have not scored. Blair Nichols almost got a three to fall, but Torres pulls down the rebound. And here come the Athenians. Got to have something offensively. Melovich up top. Hedrick drives and doesn't get the foul. Chargers end up with a wide open layup that Macy Norman can't hit. We're down to 20 seconds. See if the Athenians hold for the last shot. Back out, Hedrick. Down inside, Melovich just loses it. We're going to have jump ball. It will stay with Crawfordsville. We're going to have 11.2 seconds left here in what's been a first half that was a very entertaining first quarter. It has been all Chargers here in the second. Melovich, we're down to 8 seconds. 7, 6. Crawfordsville needs to get going. 4, 3. Pierce from the logo almost banks it in. But it was just off to the right. At halftime, the North Montgomery Chargers will take an 18-11 lead. Chad, something we've talked about offensively just so far. Could the tail of 2 quarters for Crawford. It was really good in that first quarter. You can't win games if you don't score points, and that's unfortunately what happened for the Athenians in the second quarter.
Yeah, that second quarter, we were dribbling in, but it's just we just got to take better shots. That second quarter, we took a lot of bad shots. We need to dish it out, then work the ball back in. We need to keep them on their toes, and that second quarter, we really didn't keep them on their toes.
Well, we are going to take just a little bit of a break and be entertained by the Crawfordsville band. They're here. Fans are starting to roll in as we have a county girl-boy doubleheader between the Athenians and the Chargers. We're here at just a couple of minutes before the second half. Maybe give you some keys, what they'd like to see and whatnot. But we will take a quick break and be back at the start of the second half. Welcome back to Crawfordsville, where we're just about ready to start the second half. Do have an update from Southmont, a very interesting update too. Western Boone, 24-16 Webo at halftime over the Southmont Mounties. And here it is 18-11. Chargers, and Chad, like we said, gotta have just better offense in that second. Can't score or can't win games if you don't score, like we said before we took our break. And Crawfordsville with a unfortunate goose egg in the second quarter. Athenians, after what we thought we were in for a pretty good game. Still, it's only a 7-point game, but still, just we're not able to put anything in that second quarter together pretty much.
No, nothing went right for Crawfordsville that second quarter, so hopefully maybe they can reverse it right now. Maybe
Athenians would take that, very much so, as North Montgomery begins the second half with the basketball and turns it over. Molly Pierce lays it in. Good start to the third quarter for the Crawfordsville Athenians, make it 18-13. Macy Norman left wide open, and it's going to be last touched by, thought it might have been off Hedrick, but they're going to say last touch by the Chargers. Athenians will gladly take that, and they get possession. Over here for the Athenians, Pierce looks to drive in, and they'll be slapped out of bounds by Addie Hodges. So the Chargers will gain possession. Pass almost stolen by Hodges. A little bit of full court pressure was applied, but Chargers get it across and look to get into their offense. Carpenter catches it, almost wasn't looking. They left Kaylin Carpenter wide open, and she made a pay. They're going to rule that a 2. She was across the line, but still, a long-range jumper from Kaylin Carpenter makes it 20-13 in favor of the Chargers. Maddie Hedrick going to drive and draw a foul. Saw Hedrick do that a lot in that second quarter, Chad. She just wasn't getting the fouls called, but now Maddie Hedrick still being aggressive, and now she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah. What I liked about right there, she was a lot stronger on that. In the second quarter, she just kind of went up wanting the foul, but there she drove in there and made contact, initiated it.
Foul was called against Kaylin Carpenter. That's her second. Chargers first of the quarter. First free throw by Hedrick was good. And Maddie Hedrick brings both. She goes 2 for 2. It's a 20-15 ball game. And once again, full court pressure being applied by the Athenians, but Chargers break it pretty easy. Maddie Hope over to Carpenter. Pair of freshman guards out there for the Chargers. Loose ball, controlled by the Chargers. Kaylin Carpenter down inside. Gonna throw up a shot, and she's fouled.
Athenian foul on number 10, Pierce Rivers.
Foul's going to go into Molly Pierce. That's just Pierce's first of the game and first of the quarter. Carpenter at the line. Can't make the first. Kaylin Carpenter, a freshman. One of many freshmen for the North Montgomery Chargers. Misses both, and Molly Pierce pulls down the rebound. Athenians can cut it to a one-possession game after trailing by 7 to start the half. Wesco had a tough time getting possession, but here we go. Back up top, Pierce. Being tightly guarded once again by Matty Holt. Pierce drives in, doesn't get a foul called, and Macy Norman with a tough rebound. Here come the Chargers. Blair Nichols thought about a three. Now she'll put it on the deck. Drive in, kick it out. Piper Ramey, she'll shoot a three and misses everything. Rebound by Maddie Hedrick.
Once again, we can get down to a one-possession game.
I was literally just about to say that, Chad. Like you're reading my mind up here. But yeah, Athenians dump it down. Olivia Hedrick. Molly Pierce in the corner gets her defender to fight. Floater rolls off. Good play. A good shot by Pierce. Just couldn't get it to fall. And now the Chargers will look to extend the lead back to 7, or potentially 8 if they can get a 3. And a 3 by Macy Norman. The Chargers hit 3 threes in that first half. And Macy Norman, instead of, that's a big swing. Instead of cutting it to a one-possession game, now you're back up to 8. Yeah. It was 7 at half. Maddie Hedrick gets a screen from her sister, Olivia Hedrick. And Maddie was fouled on the shot. They're going to get Carpenter again. That's Carpenter's 3rd foul. Maddie Hedrick just hit a pair of free throws. And she makes it again. Cut it to a 6-point game. If Hedrick's able to get this one to go, and she does. Great free throw shooting there by Maddie Hedrick. And Hodges will come into the game as well as Viveros for the Athenians. And the Chargers throw it away. Got to use it here if you're the Athenians. Take advantage of every chance the Chargers are giving you. Chad, first time we've seen Viveros this evening, and you don't see many girls as big as Piper.
No.
But Viveros fits that bill.
Yes, that could be interesting down underneath there.
It sure was, and Torres, double dribble. And Crawford will give it right back. Here come the Chargers. They break the Athenian pressure. Macy Norman can't get the shot to go. And McManamy is going to foul, I believe, Pierce. That's McManamy's 3rd. Chargers have a pair of girls with 3 fouls. And Preston Bradford will check back into the game. Athenians can cut it to a one-possession game if they make a 3 here.
Try it again.
Watkins could cut it to 4 with 2. Pierce going to get a 5-second count, has to get rid of it. And Coach Ferguson wants a timeout. So with 3:32 left here in the 3rd quarter, it is North Montgomery 23, Crawfordsville 17, and Chad, we've seen some instances. Crawfordsville's been right there, can't cut it to a one-possession game. Got to, but they've stayed the course. They've been down 7, 8 points, and this is, we've got Coach Ferguson help. Girls, it's only a 6-point game. We expected this to be a competitive game throughout, and that's what it's been.
What we're not doing right now is taking advantage of the turnovers and and the missed shots down there by North. We're getting the rebound, but we're coming down here taking what I would call not very good shots.
Yeah.
Look for a good shot, dribble lane, dribble dish.
It'll be Athenian ball under their own basket. And Pierce struggling to get it in. She does get it into Hodges. They dump it down low. Huska. And she's going to be fouled. I believe they're going to get Ramey.
Nope, called a travel.
Oh, they did call it. Okay, I just assumed it was a foul. But they're going to say Huesca traveled. So a Crawfordsville turnover. We'll give the ball back to North Montgomery. And they break the pressure. We're going to get a Crawfordsville foul down here. We're going to get...
Team foul number 15, Hodges.
We're going to get Hodges.
Team second.
We just got to move our feet. We're just being lazy on defense right now. Move your feet, get in front of Piper, make her work for it.
Molly Pierce will have a quick seat as Olivia... I keep getting the twins, or not twin sisters, but sisters mixed up. I talked with them for a story, so I shouldn't get them confused. Have a nice story on them about how they love just playing basketball together, getting a chance to enjoy their senior year, or Maddie's senior year playing together. Bradford fires a three. Norman gets an offensive rebound, but can't get the shot to go. Rebound eventually pulled down by Torres. So again, Crawfordsville is getting some stops. Need an answer here on the offensive end. They got Huesca for another illegal screen.
Foul number 20, Huesca. Her 4. Team's third.
And that's Litzy Huesca's fourth foul. Chad, I think 3 of them might be illegal screens.
Yes, they are.
Or if not all 4 of her fouls are illegal screens. It's just been a rough night. With that, Piper dribbles into a double team. Gets it back out Nichols. Norman now. And ball's up for grabs. Last touched by Crawfordsville, the officials are going to say. Third quarter, 23-17 Chargers in what's been a close game throughout. Bradford over to Ramey, being guarded by Olivia Hedrick. Bradford pumps. Now down inside, Ramey has the entire Crawfordsville defense on her. And Ramey gets fouled. Let's see who they're going to call it against. They're going to get it against, I think, Hodges.
Her third. Team's fourth.
Addie's third. Crawfordsville's fourth of the quarter. And Ramey's first shot at the line does not fall. Chad, it's pretty much a crapshoot when there's 4 or 5 girls around Piper on who you're going to call the foul on. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, we just need to, once again, hands straight up, stop smacking down the ball, make her earn her buckets.
And for second free throw, no good. But Ramey, after the ball was tipped around about 3 or 4 times, was able to fire it down to a wide open Macy Norman, who makes it an 8-point game again. Athenians have just struggled to get consecutive baskets. Good hard screen there by Olivia Hedrick. Torres drives baseline, kick. The ball was kicked by Nichols, but they didn't call it, but we're going to get a foul against the Chargers anyway. Who are they going to get? Somebody with a block.
Charger foul number 32, Bradford.
They're going to get Bradford.
Team's fourth.
So next foul by either team will put them in the bonus. And Pierce almost throws it away. 1:56 left, 25-17 North Montgomery. Once again, these two teams met in the Sugar Creek Classic. It was a 32-29 Charger win. Hedrick throws it up, but does get her own. So Athenians will have a second chance opportunity. And the ball goes right through the hands of Olivia Hedrick. That that is an unfortunate turnover for the Athenians. A minute and a half left and a Charger bucket can make this a double-digit lead. Chargers have not had a double-digit lead all game. They've had it at 8 a few times. But Crawford's been able to claw back. Nichols, 3, makes it 28-17 Chargers. North Montgomery with their biggest lead of the game. 1:15 to go. Pierce just throws it away. But Maddie Hedrick gets it right back. And drives in for a layup, 28-19. Norman drives baseline and gets her. We're going to have a jump ball though. Possession arrow does favor the Athenians. And we're going to have Addie Hodges check back into the game. Let's see who she comes in for. It will be Caroline Melovich. 48.2 left. Athenians have just hung around just enough, but they're down 9 and need to have an answer. Torres catch and shoot in the corner, hits front iron, and rebound controlled by Ramey. We're down to 22 seconds. Norman left wide open and one. She'll go to the line to shoot another free throw. Macy Norman has had a heck of a night. They're going to get Hodges, and that's Addie's 4th of the game.
Norman at the line, shooting and one.
Macy Norman will go to the line, look to convert the and one. And she does. Chargers have their biggest lead. 31-19. Athenians got to go with 12 seconds left. We're down to 10. 7, 6, 5, 4. Torres drives in. Can't get the layup to fall. And that is how this fourth quarter will start and third quarter will end. Chargers use a 13-8 quarter to build upon their lead, and they have their biggest lead of 31-19 after 3 quarters. Another update from Western Boone, courtesy of Jeff Nelson. 133 left. It's 32-26. Still Stars. And Chad, now you're facing your biggest lead, or the biggest deficit you've seen all game. Just a couple. They just left Macy Norman open too many times, and she's made them all.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There's no communication tonight. Usually our girls are pretty good about communicating on defense, but there is no communicating tonight. It's like right there, we had a backdoor cut, and nobody's communicating. When the girls get mad, well, they need to talk. Yeah. I've always said, if you could bring their cell phones out there and let them text each other, they could talk.
Yeah, it's been just a little bit of miscommunication, and Chargers will begin the fourth quarter with the basketball. As they look to hold on here in the final 8 minutes, Athenians going to need one heck of a final quarter on both ends to overcome this 12-point deficit. And Ramey dumps it down inside, can't get her shot to go, gets it again, and she's fouled.
Athenian foul number 22, Maddie Hedrick.
We're going to get Maddie Hedrick.
Team's first.
That's Hedrick's third foul of the game. Crawfordsville's first. And Ramey goes to the line, makes the first.
Our girls are starting to get in foul trouble right now. That could really come back.
Yeah, Maddie's got 3. Both Addie and Lixie have 4. And Ramey leaves the second one short. Macy Norman gets an O board. Pass it around the horn. Chargers with a second chance opportunity. It'll be Maddie Holt fire 3. She misses everything, though, so Crawfordsville will get the ball back. How many points do you have Norman with, Chad? Just out of curiosity.
I have her with 11 tonight.
With 11. And Torres puts it on the deck and turns it over. And shot by the Chargers doesn't go, so Crawfordsville got to go quick. Going to have some luck here in this final quarter. Maddie Hedrick was looking for her sister Olivia down on the post, but threw it away. Jump ball, though, does. So turnovers against both teams will have the ball in the hands of the Crawfordsville Athenians. Leska. Hodges kicks it out. Maddie Hedrick, 3, misses everything, pulled down by Nichols. And Nichols got it. Norman up top, Holt. Nichols left open. But Leska was able to get over there and get a block. Piper Ramey, though, scampers to the loose ball. Puts it back up for Piper Ramey. It's 34-19. 15-point lead. And Molly Pierce drives in and gets fouled. I believe they're going to get Ramey here. That's just Piper's second foul.
Pierce at the line for the Athenians.
Molly Pierce goes to the line to shoot 2. And misses the first, just hits front iron. Kaylin Carpenter checks back into the game, replacing Maddie Holt. Viveros and Reagan Cox check into the game for the Athenians, but Coach Ferguson's going to want a timeout.
Timeout, Athenians, going to be a full timeout.
It is a full timeout, 34-19 Chargers. As the Crawfordsville faces a 15-point deficit. And after 3 over in Dover, Stars came in wanting this game from the Sugar Creek Classic when South beat them the first time. It's looking like, unless the Mounties have a fourth quarter run in them, Stars are going to hold on. It's 37-28 Webo over the South Mounties. Game 1 over in Dover of a girl-boy doubleheader. Once again, the Mountie boys will be in action tonight as well against the Western Florida Stars. Once again, thanks to Jeff Nelson for keeping us updated over there. Right here at Crawfordsville, it's been really all in this. I mean, ever since that first quarter, Chad, 11-11, been 23-8. Crawfordsville's been outscored.
Yeah, it's just been the small things all year long, which you said earlier tonight that we've seen enough. It's just been the same things. I've always said people can do the big things. It's the small things that keep you from where you want to be.
And Pierce will, the second of her 2-shot foul, rattles out. Olivia Hedrick grabs the rebound And Viveros misses the putback. Norman. Nichols wide open in the corner, but good closeout. Reagan Cox now tightly guards Preston Bradford. 5.5 minutes left in this final quarter. And North Montgomery is in no hurry. Nichols is and everyone converges on Piper Ramey. She misses the shot. Rebound controlled by Pierce. She's got Viveros, but it'll end up a Crawfordsville turnover. Reagan Cox will be called for a reach-in on Piper Ramey.
Right now, Crawfordsville just needs to work on things. Just slide her feet, get good defense possession. When we get down here on offense, let's look for a good shot. Just cut this lead, and you still don't know what's going to happen. I mean,
hey, you want to make the score a little more respectable, and that, I mean, because hate to lose your county rival by 15. So try and clean up this score, and they're going to get Preston Bradford for a travel. We're going to have, let's see, Huesca and Addie Hodges check in for Viveros and Reagan Cox. And once again, we will have the boys' game with 20 minutes to follow. Chad, I do apologize after the conclusion of this game. I do have to leave you for a little bit. Get working double duty tonight. I have to go talk with both coaches. Maddie Hedrick, catch, shoot, three, no good. Rebound by Norman. But I will be back for the start of the boys' game. Should be another good, it always is with Crawfordsville and North Montgomery. Kaylin Carpenter, catch and shoot. It's good. 36-19 Chargers. As Pierce looks to drive in, cut off. Hodges swings it over. Hedrick dumps it off to her older sister, Maddie. Hodges thought about a catch and shoot three.
right now we need to look to score quickly.
Yeah, that's been the thing, as Pierce looks to drive in, and she'll get fouled.
North Montgomery got on number 24, Carpenter, her fourth. Team second. Pearson line for the Athenians.
Molly Pierce goes to the line to shoot two, and misses. Pierce now 0 of 3. Pierce at the line. Second shot, none but net. Yeah, talking more about that boys game. Crawfordsville, I did go back and look. We've had competitive games, but Crawfordsville has dominated the last 11 games. Crawfordsville has won over North Montgomery. That includes Sugar Creek Classic and regular season games. We definitely, 2 years ago, remember in the Sugar Creek Classic, North Montgomery took Crawfordsville to overtime.
Yes, they did.
North just has not been able to break that bubble against the Athenians. We'll see if the Chargers boys can do that tonight, as the Charger girls are up 16 here. Chargers will go for the county sweep in the boys game. Maddie Hope, catch, shoot. Misses everything and can't be corralled by Norman. Pierce will check back in for Reagan Cox. Again, We were tied at 11 after the end of the first quarter, and we thought we'd be in for a very competitive evening. Chargers, since then, 25-9.
We have just struggled to get anything done the last three quarters.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Coach Ferguson.
But he's still up coaching the girls.
That is what I have loved about Coach Ferguson in his first year. It doesn't matter if they're down by 5 or if they're down by 50. Coach Ferguson has done a great job in his first year. And something else I've noticed, and Chad, obviously you come to every girls game to support Addie and everything like that. Something I've noticed, even it doesn't matter what that scoreboard might say, I've seen in the handshake lines or just a 5-second call called against Molly Pierce. Coach Ferguson not too thrilled with that call. But what I've noticed is the coaches and the players have walked out of the lineup, and girls have hung their heads held high. They've been smiles on their faces, and it's not something we're accustomed to seeing. Foul go against Ramey Herford. 2:39 left. It's all Chargers at 36-20. Let's see what Croftville can do here in the final 2.5. Olivia dishes off to her older sister, Maddie. Maddie gives it right back. Olivia gives it right back. Would have been a great play design. Coach Nupnall wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Let's see here, I think. I was trying to look at I believe this is the final game for the Athenian girls before the start of the new year. Like, if I was on the girls' side on Harold, I'd be better, not the guys. Let's see here. Go to Crawfordsville. It is. This game is the final game of 2023 for the Athenians. Athenians will have Christmas break off. They will be back in action right here at home on January 2nd when they host the Sheridan Blackhawks. Blackhawks 8-2 on the season. They go Sheridan January 6th, they're at Speedway. Then January 9th they'll be here for a game against Western Boone. At Riverton Park, home against Monrovia, at Covington, at Southmont on that Saturday. Saturday night doubleheader with the Mounties. Then they're home against North Vermilion and home against Frankfort to close out. January will be the final month of the girls' regular season. It always, when we get Blair Nichols churns up a three, can't get it to fall. Reagan Cox hustles for the rebound. And Maddie Hedrick nice move, but can't get it to fall. Viveros gets it back, Reagan Cox. Cox will get her shot back, but Macy Norman pulls it down. People forget, Chad, especially with when we're busy dealing with the girls and boys season, January sneaks up on us, and January is that final month for girls basketball. A corner three by Macy Norman doesn't fall. Chargers will improve to 6-7 on the season and 2-1 in the Sagamore Conference. Athenians still going to be in search of that first win. They're going to fall to 0-13 like we said, Chad, it's not because of a lack of effort or that they're not trying. Pass down inside, Olivia Hedrick. We're going to get a foul. And that, I believe, is going to put, it is going to be 5. Yeah, it's going to be 5 right there. So Crofton will go to the line to shoot. It will be Olivia Hedrick.
Olivia Hedrick at the line for the Athenians.
Trying to get some more points on the board for the Athenians. First shot, no good. Viveros. Trying to see who else came in for the Athenians. I can't tell.
Reagan Cox came back in.
Reagan came back in. Okay. Rebound. Free throw no good, and rebound controlled by Piper Ramey. Nice hustle play by Maddie Hedrick to steal the ball. And that's what you like about this team, Chad. They're down 16, but they're still hustling.
Yeah.
Pierce now. Maddie Hedrick could have just easily walked back on defense. Instead, she hustled. And got a steal of Ramey. Pierce. Down inside, Olivia Hedrick, no good. Viveros. Oh, board can't fall. So Viveros, who we've seen play JV and have a pretty solid season for the Athenian JV, will go to line to shoot 2. That is Ramey's 5th. So Piper Ramey has fouled out. Viveros, first shot, no good. Second shot by Viveros is good. I would assume that is first varsity points. That is for Viveros.
First varsity points, and tonight's been our first varsity action of the year.
So Viveros getting rewarded for her hard work as well. Ted Ferguson just wanted to call a quick timeout. 36-21. Chargers. We see North Montgomery boys lined up, ready to in about 34.6 seconds when the clock hits 0. They'll come out for their warm-up. Don't believe Crawford has come out just yet. Well, look ahead, Crawford 3-2 on the year, 1-0 in Sagamore. Chargers are 2-2. And 0-1 in Sagamore without one loss coming against county rival South Mont. It's weird how, at least for the North boys, you play your first 2 county teams before Christmas break.
Yes. And on top of that, South Mont's first game of the year, because of their success in football this year, their first game was against North this year.
Yep, and that was a good game. I think it ended up 50-42, right around there. As Athenians still applying some full court pressure. And we're going to have a foul. They're going to get, believe it, they're going to get Reagan. Yep, that's Reagan's second.
Reagan Cox, her second.
Chargers break the pressure. Caitlin Carpenter fumbles it, but gets it back. And Cox. Reagan's playing hard, as she always does when she's in the game. That's kind of a little too hard. That's her 3rd foul and 1 more, and the Chargers will be shooting in the final 18.8. Bradford over to Norman. foul.
Team foul
We're
number
going to get
11.
Olivia Hedrick.
Her second, team fifth.
So Macy Norman will go to the line. Just 12 seconds left in this girl-boy doubleheader.
Chargers.
Norman does miss the free throw. Second free throw by Norman is no good. Rebound by Olivia Hedrick. Let's see if Crofton can get a final shot off. Pierce takes it all the way in. Hodges long range three does not go, and that is the final score. Chargers come away with a county and conference win over the Crofton Athenians by a score of 36 to 21. And like I said, it was a great first quarter, but after it outscored 25 to 10 the rest of the way. And can't question, Crofton's still playing hard with very
So, we just have to, Coach Ferguson will go in there and talk to him and just have to build on this, what you can on this, and get ready for Sheridan on January 2nd.
Yeah, give the girls probably some Christmas time off as well. They played hard in 2023. Just that first win still eluding them. See, do you have any final totals for scoring? Just a couple. Hate to make you math on the fly, but no, Macy Norman probably had a very good game for the Chargers.
Macy Norman ended up with 11 tonight. Piper ended up with Macy Norman ended up with 8. So we'll hold her in check tonight. It's just
Macy and Piper that 19 of 31.
And Caitlin Carpenter tonight.
Chargers have some, and Coach Nupnall has really talked about how he likes this freshman group of Carpenter and others. So both boys making their way out onto the court as we will step aside just real quick. And here comes Crofton leading both teams taking the court for their 20-minute warm-up. We'll step aside real quick. I will do my journal review duties and go talk with both coaches. But we'll have it, just let you watch both teams warm up and get ready for game number 2 between the Crofton Athenians and the North River Chargers in boys basketball. Stay right here, guys.